Today on the channel, from the shadows of the Empire, Boba Fett versus IG-88. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for our daily Star Wars unboxings. But for all your modern day Star Wars needs, make sure you hit up Big Bad Toy Store, link in the description below. But today, we're doing a serious throwback. We're going Shadows of the Empire, and we're looking at Boba Fett versus IG-88, one of the two packs from the Shadows of the Empire. The other one being Darth Vader, Prince Zyor. I think I'm going to skip on that pack because we have both of those figures already represented. It's just basically a repack with a comic book, unless you guys tell me different. That's how I remember it. I used to have it back in the day. I think I'm going to save my $6.99, $7.99 and skip that pack and just roll with the ones I have. I don't need any more Darth Vaders. One Prince Zyor is probably good enough for me. But you guys all probably remember the Shadows of the Empire, or maybe you don't, depending how old you are. But it was the greatest Star Wars movie that never happened. Power of the Force Mania was going crazy, and I think Hasbro said, hey, we need more product out on the shelves. Let's create something. They worked with Hasbro and the Lucasfilms and all those people, and they made a whole deal called Shadows of the Empire. I believe it was a comic book, it was a book, it was obviously a toy line, it was a video game I believe I had for Nintendo 64. I remember really enjoying that game, if I remember right. It's been a long time. But it was everything but a movie is what it ended up being. Figures were in scale and a lot of reuse from the Power of the Force figures. This Boba Fett, I believe, is identical to the one we had in the Power of the Force, but I believe this is the first time we got IG-88 in the Power of the Force lineup. I could be wrong on that, but that's the way I remember it. So who knows? But Shadows of the Empire 2-pack, like I said, there was another one that went along with this, the Darth Vader Prince Zyor. But let's take a look at the packaging first, then we'll look at the back of the packaging, of course. I'm not going to read all this. You wouldn't believe how much reading is on the back of this. We'll open it up, we'll talk about it, and see what's going on. But let's look at the packaging first. There it is. There's Boba Fett and IG-88. Little card action, or kind of fighting each other. They're not just sitting there in the package, which is kind of cool. Comes with the comic book behind. You got Darth Vader up there. Shadows of the Empire, I believe, is Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. It fits in between those two. When Han's in Carbonite, this is all what happened in the middle of that. It'd be interesting if they make a movie or a series one day based on that. Maybe they will. I don't know. But nothing really too crazy on the front of the package. All kinds of stuff on the back of the package, though. Look at that. We're promoting. We've got UPCs. We got a huge file card back here. I mean, we got War and Peace back here for file cards. I'm not going to read all that. That is a lot. Maybe I'll take a picture and put it in the video. You can pause the video. You can read it. Something like that. But you got Shadows of the Empire. You got Star Wars up there. Let's see what it says on the back here a little bit. Promotes the X-Wing fighter. I still need to get an X-Wing. It's got Slave 1. I do have that. I do have a Falcon. Swoop with Swoop Trooper. I did have that back in the day. I'll have to pick one of those up. Promotes Chewbacca, Prince Zyor, Luke, Dash Rendar. Oh man, he was sweeping the nation back in 1996. And then you got the 2-packs. IG-88, 2 meters tall, bounty hunter, assassin droid, freelance, loves assorted weaponry. Boba Fett, 1.8 meters tall, human, freelance, Mandalorian, battle armor and various weapons, vehicle of choice, the Slave 1. Like I said, there's a lot to talk about here. Proof of purchase down below. Hey, join the official Star Wars fan club. Call today. 1-800-TRUE-FAN. And you know what? Like any true fan, I'm going to call. We're going to call them right now. Let's see what's going on here. 1-800-TRUEFAN. See what it says.
We are currently experiencing a temporary technical issue with our phone system. Please try calling again later.
Well, I'm surprised it still worked, I guess. I'm guessing this isn't the Star Wars fan club anymore, but it said they have a technical issue with the phone system. Call back later, and I will. I'm going to hound them every single day. Every day I'm going to call that number. I'm a true fan. That's what I'm going to make it. Sure, I'm the #1 true fan by calling that number, but don't call it. Sounds like it's a disconnected or it's totally something different. Maybe they'll try to sell you health insurance like that, what was it, TNA or Marvel Toy Biz figure we had that one time. I don't know. But let's open this up. I did have this back in the day, like I said. Okay, we'll pull it Jeez. Whoops. There goes that comic book. What else we got in here? Come on. See you later. Beautiful card packaging. I always like the purple on this. See you later. How about a little plastic prison shot? We got a little bit of bubble discoloration going on here. There they are, side by side, ready to duke it out, shoot it out. You know how it goes. What do we got here? Premier Star Wars card game. Oh, get out, card game. I was never one for the card games. I just, no patience. See you later. You got a Shadows of the Empire comic book. So that's, I don't know, is what it is. I'm not going to read the whole thing for you, but it's alright. Looks like it's IG-88 chasing him. Got a little Lando in here. Boss, Zuckuss, Forlom, Bounty Hunters. Yeah, very cool. I don't really remember reading these as a kid, but I was a comic book collector, so I'm sure I saved them. I'm sure I had them. So there it is. But a neat feature to get a comic book with your figures, I guess. Like I said, I believe this is IG-88, his only chance. I don't think he came in a single card in the Power of the Force. I very well could be wrong on that. Come on, if I can get his gun out. But that's the way I remember it. You guys tell me in the comments if I'm wrong there. See you later. Alright, IG-88 was always the star of the show with this one for me because, like I said, I had the Boba Fett already. I didn't need another one of him, but, you know, like a lot of Star Wars, they gotta milk those guys. We got waist, we got head, we got shoulders, we got leg articulation. IG-88. You know, IG-11 is the new hot droid these days as far as bounty hunters, as we all know from the Mandalorian show. I believe they were distant second cousins, if I remember right. I think they learned the bounty hunter trade on the mom's side from the IG family, if I remember right. The Boba Fett figure, I'll have to check. I haven't opened the other one up, but I believe this is pretty much the same deal. Comes with a molded on cape. No soft goods really back in the day like this. He has his blaster. He's got his backpack. It does not fire. You know the rules about that. It doesn't fire anywhere. But your pretty standard 3 3/4 Power of the Force, old school figures, but Shadows of the Empire inspired. We all loved the Shadows of the Empire, the greatest movie that never happened. Like I said, maybe one day it will, but stand well. You can't use a stand with these guys. You don't need a stand, but they do have footholes. I forgot that, so I'm sure any 3 3/4 footholes should work for those. I need to look that up. I may need some of those one of these days, but there you have it. Not a lot to talk about in these. Very cool to get IG-88. You got to have him in your Power of the Force collection. I truly believe that. You can get him single carded. You can get him in the 2-pack. Whatever. However you do it, you need a Boba Fett in your set for sure. But just a throwback Shadows of the Empire comic book figures. You guys tell me in the comments, did you ever pick these up? Were you all in or all out on the Shadows? I was all in. I kind of wonder why I was. I don't know. It's one of those weird deals where Star Wars Mania just caught everybody, and I don't know if Shadows of the Empire was really that good. That Prince Zyor, reading that stuff about him just didn't do anything for me. It didn't come across as a really cool bad guy. Maybe that was me. You guys can tell me different. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And for the Shadows of the Empire, I'm Kyle, and I'll see you real soon.